Thank you, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Great. As the fantastic introduction went, my name's Emily Sloan-Pace. I'm professor in residence at Zoho Corporation. It's a nebulous title, which makes sense for a cloud computing company. But really what I do is work to help improve the customer experience. So I serve as kind of a customer advocate, and I work to improve the employee experience. So I do a lot of work around continuing education for employees. I did a PhD in Shakespeare, so I used to live in the 16th century. Now I live in the 21st. It's very, very different. But today I will be talking about the ways that you can really use data to better understand your customer's experience. So the ways that analytics can really help to drive your customer experience and improve it. So just briefly a bit about the Zoho story. You should all have journals on your seats. And the journal covers were designed by some of our fantastic graphic designers and artists in the company. But we have over 7,000 employees. We are based in, we have 11 offices, I believe in 7 different countries around the globe. We've been around for 22 years, which is like a lifetime or maybe even 2 in tech. We've been bootstrapped and profitable the entire time. Currently, we are over 45 million users across our suite of applications, and we have more than 47 different applications. So everything from CRM to email to word processing to accounting. And we have mobile apps that go with those applications. So really, we have more than 100 different products on offering. We have partner resellers in 180 countries, so we're really able to offer that tailored, customized service to people who want that specific implementation help or additional support, regardless of where they are in the world. And then finally, we have over 350,000 orgs that are currently users. So that's a bit about Zoho. And before I get into analytics specifically, I just want to think for a minute about what a good customer experience looks like today. And I would say it's omni-channel, it's multi-channel, it's personalized, right? It is tailored to the customer's needs, it's contextual, and most importantly, it's responsive. So it's happening ideally in real time, especially for customer support issues. The ways that you can get to providing that sort of personalized, tailored, and contextual offering to the customer is through deep analytics. And what you need is a platform that pulls analytics from the disparate apps that you're using. So that can be from your sales apps, from your support desk apps, from social apps, from marketing data. You want to be able to pull all of the information from those together into a single source and really get unified insights from your analytics. So what you need is something that will kind of auto blend your data, put it all together for you. At Zoho, we've got a lot of fantastic tools that will help you do that. Today I'm going to talk about some of those tools as well as the tools that we integrate with, and so you can sort of see the breadth of possibility available when you are working with an integrated platform and a really unified suite. So here we can see a dashboard that I just pulled together that at a glance will really give you a picture of your entire business. So along the top line, I've pulled information from my accounting system. So I've got my revenue and my profit and my expenses. I've pulled information about my customer satisfaction rating. So I've pulled information from support there. In the middle section, we can see that I've brought in a bunch of information from CRM in terms of where my leads are coming from and the sources for those leads, the channels that they're coming from, and the size of those leads. We can also see down at the bottom that I'm getting a picture of my employee health, so I can see the average revenue per employee, what the attrition rate is for employees versus hiring. So just in a glance, I can get a total picture of what is happening in my business, where my business is coming from, and how my employees are doing. And these dashboards, particularly in Zoho, are really easy to build, or they come pre-built. We have over 300 pre-built dashboards and reports. So You can also get a lot of cross-functional insights. So that's one of the ways that you can really maximize the power of analytics, is tying them into the insights that you get from your other products. So here is a sales and support dashboard that I've pulled together, and we can see that we're pulling in information from CRM in terms of deals closed and one lost. We're pulling in information about customer satisfaction ratings from support. We're pulling in information about specific employees and the ways that their won deals have related to tickets that they're seeing incoming. So we're getting a whole bunch of insights and data that are just pulled from disparate products, but because we're on a unified system, it's able to get all of that data talking to one another. As I mentioned before, we have over 300 pre-built reports and dashboards. These are really easy to deploy. They're also really easy to build if you don't find what you're looking for. We have a drag and drop interface that makes it incredibly easy to build a dashboard. You can put 10 or more components on a single dashboard. And you can really tailor the view to be exactly what it is that you're looking for, the insights that you specifically need. Along with reports, when you combine sort of AI powers to that, you're able to get into really heavy-duty forecasting, right, and anomaly prediction. And that's going to help you anticipate what is going to happen in your business and when you need to get, say, more sales staff out on the floor or more support staff on the phone. So there's also a lot of analytics that you can pull in beyond Zoho apps. I like to say that we play well with others, or everyone's kind of welcome to get into the pool. So we connect to over 100 different external data sources. So whether you're using SurveyMonkey to run surveys, or Dynamics or Salesforce, if you're storing information in Box or Drive, we are connected to all of those. So you can pull in the data from all of those other apps that you're using and bring it into a unified dashboard that can meld well with the data that you're pulling in from Zoho or other apps. So here's one, a cross-functional insight with other apps. Apologies, my headline seems to have been clipped there a little bit. So here I've brought in a bunch of information from Google AdWords and from my campaigns product. So I can see my revenue, my ROI, I can see my click-through rate, I can see where my location, where my customers are coming from. So I've pulled in some visitor tracking information there, and then the Google AdWords campaign information specifically. So in a single dashboard, again, I'm able to get a whole bunch of information and see exactly how much it costs to convert a lead, depending on what metrics it is that I'm interested in seeing. So one thing that I have to definitely talk about is artificial intelligence and the way that it can play a role in improving your customer experience. At Zoho, we have an AI-powered assistant named Zia. She is particularly fantastic at helping to create reports, helping to do things like anomaly detection and forecasting. Zia is built on machine learning, and she uses natural language processing, which is kind of a fancy way of saying that you can talk to her like a human rather than like a robot, and she'll answer you. So Zia can really help you to understand with having to do very little work what is happening with your business. So you can ask her a whole bunch of questions. Here's one that let me get this playing, there we go. So I asked her to tell me about sales this year versus last year by region. And so you can see that I'm just asking her up there in the top chat menu, and it's pulling up information from the sales by region there for me to see. I can ask her a whole bunch of questions, and I can program her with questions so that her skill sets grow with me and grow with the company as needed. Another one, let's see, this is a support one that I asked Zia to tell me about support tickets this month by priority. And you can see she's trying to auto-suggest, so she's learning along with me and is trying to guess what I am looking for. You can see a whole bunch of other questions that I've asked her. So in terms of this month by priority, she's pulled up this bar chart for me. I also am able to visualize this data in a whole bunch of different formats. You can see that that drop-down pulls up a whole bunch of different ways of looking at the data. So I can really choose exactly how it is that I want to see this data. Other kind of key features that AI in particular can bring in to the unified platform and ways that AI can really be maximized in the UI platform is things like forecasting and anomaly detection. As I mentioned, tools like Zia will help you know when to get support staff out on the phones or when to get extra sales staff out on the floor. They'll also give you smart data alerts, so you can set notifications to give you alerts on just the things that you need to know. So if that's a support ticket that's been reopened for the 20th time, or that a very important customer has landed on your website and you have a $1,500 deal with them, you want to make sure to engage them, you can get those kind of alerts programmed through tools like Zia and through a unified platform. Without the unified platform, you're really not able to get that kind of information. Additionally, one of the challenges that people face in using a whole bunch of these disparate products is that the products don't necessarily really talk to one another. And if the products don't talk to one another, then no amount of AI or machine learning is going to do any good because the machine won't be able to learn very well. So it's really important that you have those tight integrations, and one easy way to do that is through the unified platform. Just to wrap up, you can also get fine-grained access control inside the platform. So you can really determine who sees what, who has permissions to exactly engage with what kind of information. You can do email scheduling to make sure that your campaigns are going out on the right time, to make sure that no shopping cart ever gets abandoned again. You can also target people through really fine-grained autoresponders to personalize those experiences for customers and to really push people further down the funnel. You can publish and embed forms, chatbots. You can publish and embed surveys, so you're able to collect information and engage with customers across a number of different mediums. And then finally, what you get in a unified platform, and particularly in the Zoho platform, is a powerful and really scalable platform that will grow along with your business. We have a booth back in the expo hall, and we would love to talk with you about some of the things that the Zoho platform can help your business to do. And with that, I will pass it back over to our fantastic MC. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Okay, so we've got a break in the expo hall. I believe that the sessions will start at 10:45, so I think it's a 45-minute break. So see everybody over there. Grab a cup of coffee and